Becoming a great leader is something that everyone wants to be, and leadership as a topic is something that's so relevant today given everything that's been going on in 2020, which is exactly why it's the topic of our conversation. I want us to talk about how to become a great leader. What's up, everybody? I'm Angel Santiago, founder of the mentorship platform WAYAHEAD and your personal mentor. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on. So what makes a great leader? Chances are, if you ask 10 people, you're going to get 10 different answers, but you'll notice some common themes. And that's why I've distilled it to 4 key traits of great leaders. The first trait, great leaders show, they don't tell. This is really important because a lot of times leadership gets this lip service of, I have an open door policy, I care about you, and blah, blah, blah. But when push comes to shove, mediocre leaders, honestly, they don't really care. They care more about themselves and their own aspirations and their own motives than they do about the people that they lead. And this is a huge differentiator. Great leaders truly care about their people and put the needs of their people above their own. So show, don't tell. Trait number 2, great leaders listen first and speak only if they have to. Sometimes mediocre leaders feel the need to be the ones saying the most. They feel like they have to rally the troops. They have to be the ones to inspire. They have to have the last word. They speak when they have absolutely nothing to add to the situation. And honestly, that's just not the way great leaders operate. Great leaders take in all of the information that they're getting from everybody else. They give everybody an opportunity to have their voice heard, which is another important part. It doesn't matter if it's somebody day 1 in the company or day 20 years later. They listen to all of the information, they formulate their opinion, and then they give it only if they have to. The other really important part here with leaders is by listening, you're empowering your team to have opinions of their own. You're empowering your team to collect everybody else's opinion and to formulate their argument and to formulate a way ahead. Sometimes leaders speak too soon, and what happens is by putting your opinion out there as a leader, all of a sudden your team is going to react to the things that they said. They're no longer thinking originally or generating new ideas. Now they're trying to please you. So great leaders really delay speaking as much as possible and only speak if they have something to add. Trait number 3, great leaders are visible. You have to be seen by your people. I've had tons of really bad leaders in the past that honestly I never knew where to find them. They were always off doing something else. And I understand that leaders by nature are busy people, but you have to be visible. You have to make rounds. You have to make sure that your team, that your people understand how to get a hold of you. And you have to be seen mingling with your teams and forming that bond and forming that relationship that can only happen over time, day-to-day communication like that. Another really important thing to remember here is that by being seen, leaders are setting the tone for the organization when it comes to the culture. How is a leader interacting with the people around them? If a CEO is able to talk to a janitor with respect and able to have small talk and form these relationships with any employee regardless of their level, that is setting the tone culturally for the organization. And it's something that you have to do if you want to be a great leader. A lot of times leaders see themselves as sitting up on this ivory tower making decisions for us commoners, but the reality is that that's not what being a great leader is about. Being a great leader is being visible and accessible to your people. And trait 4 of being a great leader is to practice transparency. A lot of times leaders, they feel like knowledge is power and information is power, so they withhold things so that they can make themselves this bottleneck where people have to go through me to get information because I'm the boss, I'm the leader. And honestly, that's weak. That's weak. Great leaders practice transparency. They empower their teams to do their jobs and get the information however they need. The other thing to remember here is that you should share with your people why you're making a decision. I've been a part of many different calls and organizations where leaders just make a decision that everybody interprets as being arbitrary. Like, share your thought process, bring your people in. They might not agree with it, but they will definitely appreciate the fact that you as a leader took the time to explain to them how you arrived at a conclusion. And that's transparency, is letting people know where you're thinking, where your thought process is, and whether or not they agree with it, that's fine, but they're going to respect the fact that you as a leader are transparent and you're bringing them in. You value the fact that they are as much a part of the organization as you are. So if you truly want to be a great leader, you have to make sure that you're transparent and involving your team and empowering your team to get the information that they need. So there you have it, folks. Those are the 4 key traits to being a great leader. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know if there are other traits that you've come across that you feel are absolute must-haves for leaders. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification, because every week I'm making videos just like this to help you in life, career, and everything in between.